Hey guys, Racer Botkin here with my beautiful wife, Gwen
Gwen.
Botkin, and we own Dream Team Property Group at Keller Williams Realty, and we just wanted to stop in with you for a moment today and talk to our realtor friends out there, and you already know the market's really good.
It's
Things
hot.
are
It's on
shaking
fire.
and moving, and I have a lot of people that say, I don't know how to do the numbers that y'all are able to do. And not saying this in a bragging sense, but we run about 44 transactions in the last 12 months as a husband and wife team primarily, about 12 million in total sales. And so when I think about what's it take to be successful as a real estate agent 2020, here's what I'm going to tell you. You got to have time. And so unless you have a time machine and you can create more of it, you got to figure out how to get more hours out of a day.
Yeah.
And the only way you can get more hours out of the day is this one really cool word that we've learned to live by, and it's called leverage. Listen to me now. So your time is valuable. It's valuable to your kids. It's valuable to your family. It's valuable to your hobbies. It's valuable to the groups that you serve in. And it's super valuable to your job, your occupation. But you can't go spending other people's time and expect to be successful in your business. There's a certain amount of time allotted to you to be able to do your job, and the rest of it has to be deposited in other people's lives. And you can't steal from them. How do you do that, right? So people say, well, how many hours a day do you work? And I go, well, we work about 18. And they go, how do you do that? And I go, well, we're not always at work.
Right.
But we're working. Leverage. This is a big deal. You got to understand that you might have to share some of your money with some help, but you'll make more money.
That's right.
So you won't notice that you spent anything because you'll make more. The first thing we did before we ever had a contract in real estate, before we ever had a deal, is we went and met with a transaction coordinator and we hired her. And she said, so what do y'all have working now? And I said, nothing. And she said, no, I mean, like, do you have any, what have you been doing? And I said, nothing. And she goes, well, what do you need a transaction coordinator for? And I said, because I'm going to be really busy.
Yep.
And she goes, oh really? And so here's what I learned though. I could go to a listing appointment and do my thing, and I could get that listing signed. And instead of having to figure out now how I'm going to go home and write 72 pages of contracts and go through all that stuff, I could walk out of that room, I could make one phone call, and I could call my transaction coordinator and say, hey, I just booked this listing, here's the deal, knock it out, I'm going to go get another one. And I would walk into another door in 30 minutes and I would say, hey, I ain't got a lot of time because I just signed a listing about 15 minutes ago and I got somebody to show here in about 15 minutes, but if you want me to sell your house, I can because I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Because I was that guy, I was busy. You don't have to do all the work. Hire professional photographers. Hire you a transaction coordinator. If you can get an administrative assistant that can think around the corner for you, that can do your emails and figure out how to help you with some of that stuff that just bogs you down, get them. And then go do what you're good at. Go sell something. Because a great salesman has no business doing paperwork.
Absolutely.
And somebody that's really great at paperwork probably
doesn't need to be selling anything.
Probably not.
No.
Whenever I used to raise cattle, I told a guy one time I was going to buy a tractor and a hay baler and a hay rake. And he goes, that's stupid. And I go, why is it stupid? And he goes, well, if you got cows, why don't you just buy the hay? Let somebody else bale the hay. Now, a lot of people do both. I'm not saying that's not right. But he said, for you to starting out at your age, why would you put all that money in hay baling equipment when you can go buy that hay from somebody else?
Yeah.
And I go, well, it's cheaper if I bale it myself. He said, not by the time you figure out $100,000 worth of equipment.
Go buy the hay
that
you have to put forth to do that.
Same deal here. So if you got 8 hours in your day that you're going to allot to your business, if you can figure out how to work 8 hours a day and make a living, let me know. But say 10 hours. In those 10 hours, if you're a good salesperson, if you sell 9 of them, that makes way more sense than selling 3 of them and then going and do paperwork for another 7. Doesn't make sense. So that's the key that we're going to give you today of how to be a successful real estate in 2020. The one we talked about the other day is about aligning your life to your dream instead of your dream to your life.
Right.
Today, I'm going to tell you, your dream is big enough. If your dream is big enough, it's big enough to hire some help. And I'm telling you, the guy that goes to the Super Bowl as the quarterback did not get there on his own. He had a coach, he had a trainer, he had
a
people,
team of people behind him.
That's right. And so your dream deserves a team of people behind you to get where you want to go.
Right.
And that's how we got our name, Dream Team Property Group. Everybody's dream deserves a team, and we're just that. So anyway, think about it. Don't think about how much it might cost you. Think about how much more you can make if you're not doing the stuff you're not good at.
Right.
And you're paying somebody else to do it. And then go be successful.
What's it going to gain you? That's what you need to think. What will this gain me?
That's right.
Will it gain me time with my family? Will it gain me time for activities that I need to be at?
Sure.
Will it afford me peace of mind, saving me from aggravation and hours of paperwork and computer work and stuff that would bog you down normally, that keeps you from doing the stuff that you're good at?
Yeah.
You know, so don't look at it as an expense. Look at it as a gain.
Yeah, because you got in real estate because you like people.
Right.
Not because you like paper.
Right.
And so get you some people to take care of the paper, and then go get more people.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be a whole lot more fun. I promise you it'll be more fun.
Way more fun.
And then we'll be watching your videos next time, okay? So go be successful in 2020 because the year's not up and we got plenty of time to set some records.
Yeah, we do.
All right, leverage. That's your thought for the day. Leverage. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Adios.